Now I'm here today with Miss Wilma, and Miss Wilma is what we call the people's champ, right, Miss Wilma? She's suffering a little bit from a cold right now, as does sometimes happen. And Miss Wilma's, I call her the people's champ because she's battling with multiple myeloma right now, and she's actually doing really well. She has a history of 3 collapsed vertebrae in her lumbar spine, her lower back, that were then surgically intervened, filled with a cement-like material so that they could hold her up. The spine is the structure and foundation of the body. And then we identified a couple of more collapsed vertebrae in the lower thoracic spine, and she's actually been doing quite well. We've been trying to avoid surgery where possible, right, Miss Wilma?
Oh, yes.
Okay. It's comments like that that really help me to fight for people like Wilma. And what we're doing is when we're working with Miss Wilma, we're working gently when I start out with her to bring awareness to the spine. There are thousands and hundreds of thousands of sensory nerves in the spine, and the spine is in fact supposed to move. So when we start out with Wilma, I'm typically pressing what we call P to A, posterior to anterior, or back to front, waking up her spine, reminding it that it moves. She's breathing. She is an amazing breather. Some people forget to breathe, huh, Wilma? It's an amazing thing. And then what we do is we start out with the arthrostim in her lower back. This is a rapid impulse type instrument. It impulses into the spine very quickly but very softly. And we can adjust the pressure by how hard or light we push. So we're going to start out here. And although this may look like it's massaging, it's actually inputting motion into the vertebrae, stimulating the thousands of nerve end receptors in each articulation around the vertebrae, sending messages up to the brain that's telling the brain that we want that vertebrae to move. And we're doing this as more of a general adjustment, as well as specific in certain areas, all in an effort to signal the brain that we want motion, and also to, in turn, allow the muscles to relax. So when we go in for a specific manual adjustment, that we can get more motion. You're going to have a big deep breath in, Wilma, and out, ever so slowly, shoulders relaxed. And we're not using much pressure. Gentle hold. Breathe in deep. And out. Shoulders relaxed. So you'll notice the difference between Wilma and some of the other patients we've seen is that we're not hearing that popping or that cracking sound. And sometimes we will get a little bit of emotion, but when the spine has degeneration, inflammation, and it's tight, that sound does tell us we got a good movement, but what we're really looking for is motion and input into the brain. So for her thoracic spine, we're going to leave it there. And now what we're going to do, Wilma, is have you lay onto your right side, please, facing me this way here. Excellent. Wilma is a master of consistency. She comes in for her appointments, does her exercises, and I'm quite impressed by her tenacity. Right, Wilma?
I didn't get any exercises the last couple of days.
And she's super honest. And she bakes cookies too, is that right?
Yeah, I didn't intend to get a bad cold.
That's okay. You're human just like myself here. We sometimes, that happens. Hips relaxed here. Beautiful. So the way we adjust her low back is different in the sense that we're using gentle pulsing movements rather than one big heavy drop. We have to meter our pressure. We're going to come on over this way, Miss Wilma, and we're going to go to the upper lumbar spine now. Hips relaxed. I'm going to put this hand here, and you breathe in nice and deep, Miss Wilma, and out. Beautiful. We're going to go face up now. So it's very important with an adjustment, depending on who we're adjusting and what their body is exhibiting, that we meter our pressure, heavier or lighter. We're going to have you towards the middle here. Hand here, dear. Tighten those abs, come on up. We're going to cross those arms. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Head forward here. You breathe in. And all the way out. Back gently. There you go. Beautiful motion there. Breathe. This adjustment doubles as a hug, right? Okay. Arms down at your side. What's amazing about Wilma's care is that although it's so gentle, she's progressed along quite nicely. When she came in, she was not able to get in and out of the car without pain, and not able to garden without a day's worth of discomfort, right, Wilma? Is that right? And so we have to do what we can. Remember, Martin Luther King said, if you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl, right? You gotta move forward always, Wilma. Head relaxed. We're gonna use the activator. This is a spring-loaded instrument to adjust your neck. Shoulders relaxed, Wilma. Head relaxed all the way. There we go. Beautiful. Head relaxed again. Let it drop. Beautiful. Can make you a little taller there.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah. And then shoulders relaxed again. Lower neck. Beautiful. We're going to stand up, Miss Wilma. Hand here. I'll let you skip your exercises today. You deserve it. And the most important adjustment ever. Come on over. Come on. Every day.
Oh, thank you.
All right, darling. You did well. Let me get this out of your way. And I will see you on Wednesday.
Okay.